What is up, y'all?
Welcome back to another video.
We're back with some no-cook summer recipes.
They're perfect for taking on the go, taking on a picnic, anything of your choice, really.
So first up we have these antipasto skewers. They're loaded up with basil, tomatoes, pepperoncinis. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Olives.
I think.
Vegan mozzarella, vegan cold cuts, and repeat. Delicious.
And artichokes. You didn't say artichokes.
And artichokes.
And then we have some Mexican-inspired pinwheels. These are actually in another video, but we actually didn't make a blog post for it, so we decided to remake them, make a blog post so you guys can dig into them because they're so good. And we also added cream cheese into them. There's a lot of goodness going on here, and we're actually going to dig into this right after this video. So
finally, we've got these date-sweetened strawberry lemonades.
And they're infused with some mint, which is completely optional, but we like the flavor. Definitely refreshing for summer. You need a good beverage.
And honestly, you can whip all of this stuff up in about 15 minutes.
Yeah, so
total.
If you guys want to learn how to make these recipes, just keep watching. So you're going to need some skewers. We have some stainless steel skewers here, and to that we're adding olives. You can use any olives of your choice, just make sure they are pitted. Then we have pepperoncinis, some tomatoes. Next up, we're going to add some basil, and since this leaf is very large, what we're going to do is just fold it in and roll it up. And we're going to skewer that as well. Next up, we're going to add a marinated artichoke heart, and you can also use non-marinated ones. It is your choice. We just like the flavor of these. And then we're going to add a vegan cold cut. We just cut it in half and then we're rolling it up, kind of like we did the basil. This one is the field roast cold cut, but you can use any vegan brand of your choice or whatever's available. We have some vegan mozzarella that we rolled into a ball. And then we're just going to repeat all of the ingredients until the skewer is nice and full. And just continue doing that and fill up as many skewers as you want. As many skewers as you need for your party. Ours was just for Chris and I, so we didn't have to make that many. And you're good to go.
Next, we're going to whip up some Mexican-inspired pinwheels. These are super simple to make, and we're going to start with a flour tortilla. On one side of the tortilla, we'll spread a layer of refried beans. Make sure the beans you get are vegan. And then next to that, we'll add a layer of cream cheese. This is the vegan Kite Hill brand cream cheese in the plain flavor. And finally, we'll add some guacamole on that last side. We'll spread a nice layer there. And then we'll add in some fire-roasted corn. We'll spread that all over the top. And then on top of that, we'll add some pico de gallo. And then lastly, we'll add in some spinach. This adds a nice color and adds a bit of extra nutrition as well. And then we'll just roll up the pinwheels as tight as we can, making sure all of the ingredients stay inside. Sometimes they will try to spill out a bit, but if you keep it tight, it should be fine. And then we'll roll the finished pinwheels in parchment paper or plastic wrap. We prefer to use parchment paper, but if you only have plastic wrap, that also works. And then we'll place that in the fridge for about 2 hours to set. After 2 hours has passed, we'll take the pinwheels out of the fridge and unwrap them from the parchment paper and cut them into 1/2-inch rounds. You want to make sure they're even, and then they should look like so. We're going to put them into our reusable container and onto the next recipe.
In a high-speed blender or a powerful food processor, you're going to add in some fresh strawberries, along with some medjool dates. We soak these to soften them up a bit because they're a little dry. We're adding in some filtered water, lemon juice of course, and we're going to blend that until it is nice and smooth. We blended ours for about 2 minutes to make sure all of the dates were broken up. It's going to depend on your blender. And that is it. All that's left to do is transfer this to your container of choice. We added ours to a giant mason jar, and then we added in some fresh mint leaves and shook that up. And we allowed that to infuse in the fridge for about an hour, and that's it, you're good to go.
you guys for watching.
We hope you enjoyed this video. Try out these recipes.
And if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below. I just realized we're wearing sweaters and this is a summer video, but we live in the Pacific Northwest now, so.
Just forget about that. We post new videos every single Wednesday and Friday.
So we hope to see you soon.
That's all for today. Cheers, guys. Cheers.